I always say that like I'm Jean. I'm Wisdom Seeker Joan, and this is Scott Scorpio Sun Tarot. Welcome, Scott.
Hi, how are you?
I'm I'm doing great. Thanks so much for coming. And I'm really honored to have you here after your big celebration of your 2-year channelversary and your uh-oh. What's oh.
It might be mine. Hold on 1 second. Is it echoing?
I'm good.
Let's try it now. I think it was me.
Okay. It was.
It
I'm
was me. I had YouTube on and I accidentally was playing.
it's still happening.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It sounds good from my end. I'm not sure what it sounds like outside.
Now I had my the YouTube channel up. Sorry guys, this is
We both did.
okay, I've turned that off, so now we're good. I'm not getting an echo anymore. Thank you everyone for bearing with us through that. As you can tell, I'm not as uh, adept at this, but I'm getting better, and thanks for hanging in there with me. So thanks for coming, everyone. Viviani and Latasha Anderson and Alexis. Thank you, Jackie Jacaranda and Viviani, for being wonderful moderators.
Right.
Mystical Thorn, Cynthia, um, Miss Moonlight Musing. That's a pretty name. And
Yes, it's awesome.
yeah, yes, thanks everyone. Um, Scorpio Mama and Cynthia Arnett and Nancy, A Crone's Intuition, Morella, and everyone for coming. And please feel free to put some questions in. I've starred several of them already. But tell us a little bit, Scott, about what it was like to read with Linda G the other day.
It was like being hit with rapid fire questions. And it actually helped me. So it was great. Not just the subscriber count. You know that's neither here nor there. That's helping my channel. So of course I love it. But it helped me to develop as a reader to go a little bit faster and also to tune in, a little bit quicker. So it was definitely a great experience. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was amazing. And if you haven't listened to that, please go back on Scott's channel and listen to his session with Linda G. It was pretty intense, but it was you maintained your cool throughout, and you didn't get ruffled or anything. Oh, there's Ron, Unconditional Love. Hi,
Ron,
Ron.
thank
Thanks
you,
for
Teresa.
coming. And Sharon Sipe, Moderator of the Year, and Nina Linda, MC Boo, and Miss Charlotte. Thank you so much. So, anyhow, post some questions. Let's see. I'm going to just go through and star a couple of questions, and then we'll be on our way.
I don't know if you saw the one from Teresa. She asked if we could help find lost objects
I'll give it a try.
back at 3 o'clock p.m.
Departed loved ones reading. Okay, there's one.
There you go.
Yes, Teresa. So, Teresa, give us another message about what it is that you've lost, and we'll give it our best.
Hey, Carol. My friend Carol popped in. She lives not too far from me.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going back here to see if we can find. Well, there's Carol Bowen. All right. I'm going to start from the top here. Our very first question is from Alexis Honeybun. Any advice from my spirit guides?
Nice name.
Yes. All right. Alexis, I am getting the first thing that happened is my throat chakra lit up, and then my third eye chakra. So it's like combining your vision. They want you to maybe be a little bit more public about ab- about your intuition, your spiritual abilities, your beliefs. And yes, there's this great community here, but they're wanting you to speak your truth. And you don't have to, and that doesn't mean you have to tell the postman, oh, I believe in psychics or something like that, but to bring it out into the real world a little bit more. Spirits, is there anything else about this? Um, they're saying it's not just speaking your truth; it's communicating through other ways uh, to live your truth. Um, Spirit, can you give me anything more specific about this? And they're just saying follow through. That we can sit here and listen to people's readings and think about all that feels really spiritual, but then it's taking it out and doing something you don't want to do, or there's some I don't, some annoyance in the real world, and they're saying they want you to incorporate what you know and what you believe in the little daily tasks in life. Um, Anything else? And now they're saying now they're showing me stair steps. So just every little thing, whether it's you're seeing a sign, you're recognizing spirit in signs or in just the beauty of nature, that incorporating that real world stuff is a step, every one of them. When you see that and you do that and say thank you, you're heightening your vibration and opening yourself up to even more. So I hope that makes sense. What did you get, Scott?
So, just like you were saying, it's looking at things differently. This is the hanged man, is upside down. So, looking at things from a different perspective. And I think, Alexis, it is more outside in the real world, just like Joan was talking about. And then for your advice card, you got the Eight of Laurels, which is Pentacles. So, this is just keep working. Okay. And this is also about getting a reward or recognition because you're almost there and you've been working really hard at whatever you've been doing there. And I think you're going to get recognition soon. And I love how this played out. You got for your outcome the Three of Laurels. And this is being seen by other people. And also take a look right here. Joan mentioned about taking the stairs and taking the steps. Look, she's on steps right there. So that's you being on the steps and having your community around you or having your people at work around you and maybe even a promotion possibly somewhere down the road is what I'm seeing. And I pulled a couple of oracles for you. Just have courage and be strong. That's from within, and set your intentions. So manifest what it is that you would like to have. So that's what I got for you.
Beautiful.
I love how the steps came out.
Yeah,
She
I
was
love that that happens. um, since I found Teresa's what's lost and she wants found, I'm going to jump to her just so I don't lose that.
right.
Okay. Okay, here's what's missing, she says. Lost a sticker to my license plate renewal. Last seen on the dash of my car.
Ooh,
Okay. So that little thing that has the stickers on them. All right.
right.
Okay.
That's pretty important too. Lose.
Okay, Spirit, where are these? They're telling me. I'm going to do a pendulum on this. Spirit, is it in the car? Not very. Is it in a different place in the car? Is it in the glove box? No. Is it in the passenger area? Is it anywhere else in the car? No. Okay. Did it fall out of the car? It's not in the car. Okay. Is it in is it findable? Is Teresa capable of finding this now? Yes. Well, there's some hope. Did it fall into a package or a purse or something that came into the house? Is it in her purse? No. Is it in something else that came into the house? Like a grocery bag or a bag from a store? That's as close as I can get. Scott, do you get anything? So,
So yeah, I pulled a couple cards. I've got the Page of Swords, and you can see it's got like light bulbs up there. So I was thinking that maybe it is in the house where there is light bulbs. So
ooh,
possibly in there. And then there's the Ace of Wands that I pulled out. This is from the Lightseers deck, and I love it because got all kinds of Easter eggs in there. But you can see the fire there, and I'm thinking maybe a fireplace in the home. And then, most interesting card I got was the Five of Swords, which is about somebody taking something from you. So somebody may have picked it up in the home and have it, and may have placed it somewhere else. So I think it's in the home, and maybe ask around. And I don't know if you're the only one there. If so, it could be a landlord has taking them to another area. I'm really not sure. I'm not great about finding lost things yet, but I would look inside the home, and maybe at a counter or something up high a little bit. So yeah.
that sounds great. And I did do another check in, and it said, I got the pendulum said yes to it being in the home.
She says she's the only
The only
one
one living there.
living there.
Okay, keep
So
checking. I think the
yeah,
most positive thing that I got is that it is findable. It's not lost forever.
right, and you could have always misplaced it as well, Teresa. And I think that the DMV, I don't know, you're in Florida, so I am a little familiar, but I haven't lived there for a long time. But you can check with the DMV, and they might be able to replace that. I'm sure they have the receipt, everything from you doing that. So that might be something to get replaced.
That's a wise idea. It might be just easier to do that. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh my, here's a big important one. Um, Cynthia's asking for a reading for insight into my recovery physically and mentally from a recent stroke. All right.
Sorry you went through that, Cynthia.
Yeah, that's rough. Okay.
You're welcome, Teresa.
Yeah. Okay, from the stroke. This is for Cynthia. Um, okay. Feel free to go first if you'd like to.
Okay, I'm still studying here. I'm
Okay.
a minute though. Thank you. Let's see.
Well, then I'll jump in. What I heard right away um, was diet, and they brought to my attention uh, a book that I've been trying to read recently. And that is there's a guy named Dr. Berenson, I think. He wrote a book called The End of Alzheimer's. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and stroke is different than Alzheimer's, but he talks about neurological support for the brain. And I've been reading this kind of stuff because both my sister, who lost a child about 6 months ago, and me, every time that there's like a major trauma, I lose more of my mind. And memory is just going. So I've been reading a lot about what you can do about memory. So Dr. Berenson's name came to mind. And also, what they're showing me that other woman, Dr. Terry Walls, who wrote a book about how she used kind of dietary stuff to overcome MS. And even though that again is a different, it's different than a stroke, but some of those things um, it can carry through. There's a number of people like that just for the physical part of it. Okay, but now how about the mental emotional side? Uh, I'm seeing you. First, I saw sunsets. Just whether you're looking out your window or outside to just appreciate nature and ground yourself in nature as much as possible. And they're showing me trees, like a tree in a storm can lose a big limb, and yet it heals itself and can go on and continue to grow and be fruitful and beautiful and do everything wonderful that trees do. Um, so it's like anything you can do to, and now I'm seeing just like putting your toe in water in a lake or something like that, to be in nature, whether that's in person, putting things in pots on your patio or in the ground, or even like watching nature specials or anything like that, because Gaia can take things uh, that have been broken and heal them. And not that you're broken, but there are things that you're on your healing journey, and she can help with that. Yes. Um, there might be some meditations to help you ground yourself in Gaia, and and um, and just be aware of how nature heals and how the earth can be healing. Regenerative, regenerative medicine, and regenerative regeneration through Mother Earth. I hope that is of some use, my dear. And we please check in again and let us know how you're doing. This is a big journey. What did you get, Scott?
All right, so this is interesting. Now, this definitely wasn't a Linda G answer because it took me a while to interpret this. So, what I got for you, Cynthia, is the first card that came out was the Devil, and I believe that what this is saying is that just get out of your head about the things that might be um, keeping you down right now, and that's mentally, then you can only do what your body will allow you to do. So don't take on too much. And then for your advice card, you got the Hierophant. So you're going to be learning about all kinds of things, that about strokes, and it could be a teaching moment as well, where you're able to help someone later on. And then, most interestingly, the outcome card is the strength card. And if you take a look at this, she looks like she's got the lion inside of her, right? Usually you see them with the lion, but she has the lion inside of her. So it's inner strength. But what what got to me was this looks exactly like a singer from the 1980s named Bonnie Tyler, who had a song that is Total Eclipse of the Heart. And I believe that strokes do, I'm not a doctor, but I believe that they can start with heart arrhythmia, from what I know from what was going on with my mom. So this is telling me take care of your heart, not just physically, but also emotionally. Take care of your heart and make sure that you're self nurturing yourself and taking care of yourself. And yeah, I really think that it's heart centered, and I think that's physically and emotionally. So just remember that when you're going through the days that might seem a little rough, just keep going, and I think you're on the right track. So.
And of course, we have that was beautiful, Scott. We have to say this is for entertainment purposes only. We're not doctors, and please take that in. Just 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 keep that in mind. But we wish you the very very best. It's a long journey,
Right.
not necessarily a long journey, but that's a steep hill to climb sometimes. Okay, let's see what Mystical Thorn would like a general reading. Oh, one more thing about our previous question. I pulled a card and got the Five of Swords, and this is kind of what I was saying. There are just a lot of people telling you what to do. So take all of what we say and what other people say in, and it can be very confusing. So kind of go to your gut, go to your heart, and take what resonates with you for you, because this can be a confusing time, and everybody has their own ideas about that. So I hope that trust yourself and your own intuition too. Now to Miss Thorn.
I'll go ahead and go if that's okay.
Please do.
Um, Natalie, I've got Mystical Thorn is Natalie. Natalie, I got the Page of Pentacles for you, and this is about manifesting and kind of being new to. It's usually a younger person manifesting what they want to be. I see this as manifesting the things that you want done in your life. I know there's several, you know, monumental things that you want to accomplish. And I think this is saying that you can definitely do it. Look how he's standing on one foot there. So they're definitely strong and able to do it. And sometimes it just takes patience. Seven of Pentacles. So just be patient in what's going on right now and take care of yourself. Definitely keep pushing forward, though. They've got the Chariot. And as the Rider Waite variation of this has the two Sphinx that are not moving, and they have to be pushed along. So this is pushing forward, and just make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Yeah, and I can pull one oracle for you. I'm going to go up here. Oh, look, you got joy through music. So make sure that you're taking care of yourself and bringing joy to yourself during a situation that could be rough. I don't think Natalie would mind me sharing. Her husband recently had a stroke as well. So
Mm.
she has been helping him recuperate. So this is just to take care of you, and you can maybe even play music for him as well. And maybe that'll bring you guys closer, as he's recuperating. So that's what I got for you.
Here we go. Before you said you drew a card, I drew a couple of cards, and one is the Archangel of Harmony, who
Look at
says, "Bring in music."
bring in music. Wow.
And it's true. for yourself and for your husband, music therapy is wonderful. They say that's one of the um, playing songs from your youth or whatever is one of the things that is very um, very much it stays with you for a long time. But what I got for you, Mystical Thorn, is a bouquet of flowers, and they were kind of floating in the sky. So to me, this means that it's like a bouquet that they want to give you at the finish line, and that it's out there. It's just like this far away. Like they are saying, yes, you've manifested whatever it is that you want to bring in, and the bouquet of to give you when you graduate or when it's your birthday or you've won the prize. It's already there, and it's just waiting for you. So what's the message here, Spirit? They're saying keep doing what you're doing because you've already created it. It's just kind of reeling it in now. Um, don't give up. It's like the last lap of the race or whatever, where it's like, oh, I've been trying to bring this in for a long time, and should I just quit? No, now is the time when it's getting, it's that last lap. It can be the hardest one, but it's the one that can be the most important too. And it's just your reward, your bouquet. The celebration is just kind of steps away. So I hope that was helpful.
It's awesome.
Wonderful. Okay.
And if you don't mind me saying something, I just wanted to let the people in my chat know. If you could, Jackie will put Joan's information in there in her channel. Please go over and subscribe to Joan, and she is fantastic, and you will not regret it. So if you haven't done so already, please do that. If you're in my chat, just pop over with the link that Jackie will put in, and make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell for her. So she's fantastic, as you can see.
Well, thank you very much. Um, and let's see. Here's from MC. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. McBoo or MCBOO.
I
Uh,
think it's MCBOO is what I've been
okay.
calling him. So, yeah,
Can I
it's
have a message from my grandpa Emil about what I need to do to heal, please? Okay. Emil. Whoops.
MCB. Can you let us know if this is something you need to heal from physically or emotionally or both? Just give us a better idea.
And she says either way.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I thought she might be answering another question there.
Oh, yeah, that was further up.
That was to pronounce their name, I think.
Okay, got it. And she says both now.
Okay.
Thank you very much for that.
Yes, thank you.
All right. I'm being a klutz today. I'm dropping things and anyhow,
So,
on there.
so I think that your grandpa wants you to know that you can heal by giving and receiving. So know when to give, and a lot of times it's a bigger blessing for you that you're giving than it is for the person that's receiving. But also make sure that you're receiving from others as well, and that you know when to accept favors and when to acknowledge that you do need help and let other people know that you need help. Okay, so letting them know that, and then your advice card is the King of Wands. This is the fiery king who's got the lion there behind him, but he's very strong, and this is just to have that inner strength that you definitely have. And this, these cards are genderless, so just because it's a man doesn't mean that it can't be you. So just keep strong inside and out, And then you got the lovers card as your outcome. So I could see somebody possibly coming in, or if you're in a relationship or a marriage now, it getting stronger. Or this could be a partner or someone coming in to help you to heal. This could also be uh, going to a doctor as far as a psychiatrist or psychologist. And again, my degree doesn't go that far. So I would, refer you to there if it's healing, you know, um, psychologically. If it's something that has, gone into something major, you want to make sure you get that checked out right away. And then I'll pull for you one of these. Okay, it says release shame. So I feel like you're holding in some things that you shouldn't be holding on to, and you just need to let that go. It says if you've been shamed for being sensitive or anything else, tell yourself, I'm ready to release this shame. I am a lovable, caring person. So you are a lovable, caring person, and you deserve to think of yourself that way and not think of yourself with shame. Think of yourself with love and just focus on that. So this is what I got for you. Go
It's
ahead, Joan.
beautiful. I
Thank
was getting two images at once, sort of, so I was a little bit confused. The first thing I saw was your grandpa, and he had a white shirt on, and he was rolling up his sleeves, and then he was pushing something, and it turned out that he was pushing a lawnmower. And at the same time, I was seeing this. It was like a pillar, almost like in 2001, a obelisk type of thing, just coming up out of the earth and rising up. And I thought, okay, which of these things is not like the other, and what does this mean? And it's like then the words came to me: trust, trust that if you put in the work, like your grandpa's mowing the lawn, that things will grow. That what you want, no matter how, whether it's physical, emotional health, or other things, that it will come to you, it will grow. Just like your grandpa is trusting that he's going to cut the grass, but it's going to grow back again. So he puts in the work, and then everything is as it should be, and he's trusting that the good things will grow. So kind of do what work you need to do on a physical, as Scott was saying, if you need to consult with someone or whatever it is, and then trust in the power of healing. And what I got for you as far as cards go said are the archangel Jeremiah, who's saying pay attention to signs, symbols, and synchronicities, and the Oriole, who said a creative new venture is on the horizon. See it as a positive change. So that could be something that can help both with healing and with growth, to do something that you enjoy that's really creative. And finally, from the Sacred Earth Oracle deck, I got discernment. Again, all that growth and nature and everything around her, um, about deciding what you want, putting the work in, and then seeing things grow, whether that's health or well-being or whatever. Um, I hope that that's helpful.
you.
Okay. Thanks for your question, my dear, and good luck on your journey. Oh, I wanted to note that one of these kind listeners said that she subscribed to my channel. So thank you very much.
I think that was Nancy. I believe.
That was very nice. Okay. Um, Nina Linda asked for a reading about a departed loved one. If you could give us one name, that would be great. A name and a relationship, like my brother Frank or my dad Robert, something like that. And we will come back to you, Nina. Until then, oh yeah, we already did this. And here is Mr. Maurice Evans Jones. Let's see if we can do a general reading for Mr. Jones. Hmm. And Barb, thank you for mentioning that a number of people subscribed. Um, I'm not quick enough to see everyone, so thank you all.
Okay, so Mr. Maurice, I've got the Two of Wands for you. So this is planning. So I think that writing down what you want and making plans. This could also involve travel. So I see maybe a vacation coming your way. And your advice card is another two. You got the Two of Pentacles. So this is about flexibility. And I would say with your plans, leave some leeway for some things to happen that you might not have known of, that are thought of that would happen on this trip or whatever this time away from home is. And then I think it's going to bring you back to your roots. So this is about when you were younger. So it might be a place that you visited when you were smaller. But I'm definitely getting a vacation or a trip somewhere. It could just be a day trip or something like that. Someplace you're going back to that you are revisiting. I think is a key to um, you know your journey here on Earth. So whether that be now or whether that be something that you plan for later, and it could be in a year, in months, whatever that is. Let me see what I got over here. Look, I got the retreat card. So yeah, so I think that you know definitely a vacation and to get you out of the house there a little bit and maybe from your daily routine, and it's going to help to you know go someplace that you've been before and reminisce, and some good things are going to happen out of that. That's what I got for you.
That's amazing. As you were talking and talking about a journey, I started nodding because the first thing I saw when I tuned in was a horizon with the sun coming up over it, and then kind of backed away, and I saw whom I'm assuming is you, Mr. Jones, walking toward it. And it was sort of like in the southwest or something. It wasn't like a desert, but it was more arid. And there were kind of folding hills and it seemed like a long way. And then it switched to, and you were walking there, but then next I saw you in a car going around in a completely different landscape, going around a really nice turn. Not a scary turn, but sometimes when you're out in the country driving and it's just fun to kind of take this turn and that turn, it's almost like skiing or something. So it was like you were driving somewhere on this journey, and it was in a beautiful place, and it was just fun. Even the physical act of driving itself was pleasurable. And then I saw out in the sky, there was a dove with an olive branch, and then later it had a heart on it. So maybe you're going somewhere to make peace and you're bringing peace and love. Maybe this journey is bringing peace and love to you in some way. And when I pulled a card, I got the Archangel of Hope that says, expect the best. So whatever, if the olive branch is like you're going somewhere to help to make peace with someone or a situation, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind for the entire journey. Expect the best and deal with the flat tires or whatever comes up. But especially if you're going somewhere to make peace with someone, just expect the best, and that will help um, help things along. So I hope that that was helpful to you, and it sounds like it's going to be a good trip.
Awesome.
Wonderful. Okay, now I need to find our friend. I'm sorry, you guys, that I'm okay. We're going to look for Nina's uh, people that she wants to contact on the other side. I think I saw her put it in. Here we go. Now I go here. I'm sorry.
I'm not able to find it either. I'm scrolling.
I had it and okay.
Just want to say hi real
Here we
quick,
go.
Michelle.
There we go. Excuse me, I stepped on you. Who are you saying hi to?
Michelle, there's a whole bunch of new people come in. Tina, Amber, yeah, and I see the question too.
Great.
Yeah,
So we're going to see. Um, I can only do one at a time. So I'm gonna try and tune into your sister Judy, and you can choose who you want to do.
I pulled the messages from heaven deck. I didn't have it out, but I had it right over here, so I grabbed it for you, Nilda. And this is from Jackie Newcomb, and this is communication cards, love and guidance from the other side of life. So it can be a collective. So I think this is from possibly all three for you. And they want you to know that we care about you. We want you to take care of yourself. That's the very first thing that they said. Okay, so you can see the little chicks there, or little ducks. So take care of yourself, nurture yourself. They want that more than anything. And then they want you to be creative, look for ways to build, grow, and manifest. And so once you be able to manifest your happiness, and then it says for your outcome card, make room for that happy ending. It's now within your grasp. So they're definitely watching out over you and there for you. And I believe that they've become your guides. And yeah, that's the message that I got. That they definitely want you to take care of yourself more than anything else. Okay, that's the most important. Okay, so that's what I got.
Yeah, I just drew a card to kind of confirm what I was getting, and once again, it was the throat chakra was lighting up, and they're encouraging you to be strong and to speak up for yourself and to trust yourself. And then I drew the archangel Haniel, who said, "Trust your vibes." That's what he's saying there. That's kind of hard to see, but I am getting from your sister, especially. I was seeing in her eyes or eyes, signifying that she's watching out for you. There's something about first she was kind of surrounded by it looked like this lacy stuff that looked like an old-fashioned hat, and then it kind of turned into those glasses that are kind of crazed, so it's not really clear. It's like I don't know, like broken up ice with cracks in it, crackly or something like that. So it's something that you might not be seeing clearly, and that's why they're saying trust your vibes, trust your instincts, trust your gut. They're going to help put symbols and signs before you. And now I'm seeing a man with with a dark beard. He has dark hair and a full dark beard, and he's looking away. He's wearing a brown, kind of like a brown jacket, like a sports coat kind of thing, or a. So who's this spirit? If this represents someone in your life, it's someone who's looking away and not looking toward you, um, or maybe that's your brother. I'm not quite sure who he is, sir. Who? What do you have to say? Be sure to trust yourself. And I'm not quite sure who this guy is. Maybe that is your brother. Is this Felipe? Okay. And he seems to be saying if someone is going to turn their back on you, um, don't try to be pulling the back. Uh, you trust yourself, trust your instincts, and check in with yourself first, not about whether you want to pull this other person back into your life. Spirit, is there anything else? Okay. So there's something that's not clear. They want you to speak up. They want you to trust your gut and trust your gut first before you react, and kind of just trust yourself and don't pull. They don't want you to pull this person back into your life. I
Mm.
hope that that makes some sense. Okay. Nina, who's this? She is saying, my nephew was an only child and loved his mom, Susie. She never got over his death. My sister was my best friend, and I miss her every day. So, oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm getting this mixed up. All right. So I'm hoping that that was helpful, Nina. And now let's try from Love Spirit 888. What do I need to know, please? And thank you. All right. Let's see if we can do kind of a general reading for Love Spirit 888.
Okay, Love Sphere, the first card that I got is the Ace of Swords. This is Element of Swords. It's the same as the Ace in this deck. This is the Penumbra deck by Ethany. But this right here is clarity and also writing down knowledge, learning. So I think you do need to know that you're on the right track and to keep learning, keep growing, and on your spiritual journey. I think is what that message was there. And then I got the Six of Pentacles for you. So I'm trying to relay this. So I might have to draw a clarifier on this one. It's about generosity, and they're sitting at a table, and you can see that they're kind of eating all together there. And so it's sharing, I think, is going to be helping you sharing what you have with others, and being with your community as well. But being with those people all together is going to help you out. So finding your tribe and finding your community, and that could be us right now. So just finding that and leaning on those people who are, you know, that are, the best. I'm getting stuttered now. That are the most important in your life, and that you know that you can trust. Okay, and then the outcome card I got for you is the Four of Swords. So to get some rest and relax and take care of yourself. Okay, so I think that's what the spirit guides want you to know.
Beautiful. When I tuned in, I heard the words long awaited. So I'm getting the idea that something that you've been wanting for a long time is coming into your life. And it gave me the impression. First, I heard the words long awaited, and then I kind of heard like thunder, like when you're people probably in Canada where there's fires are waiting for rain, and people in drought areas. It's that kind of thing, something that you've been wanting for a very long time and will be just joyous when it comes. It's like it's almost there. It's coming. And I drew a card for you and got the nuthatch. Stay grounded and welcome the new knowledge and perspective coming to you. So maybe that is part of what is long awaited. but there's something that's going to make you just feel maybe not crazy happy, but relieved happy. Like, oh, finally, finally, finally. So I think it's a good turn for you, a good set of circumstances, and we wish you the very best with that.
All right.
All right. Thank you for the question. And we are coming up on to our like last 10 or 15 minutes here. So I don't think we can get to all the questions we have. But here's one from G. Covington, a general reading from her guides for the rest of the year. Okay, so Spirit, what's coming up for G. Covington? I'm hearing trust and I'm seeing stair steps again. They are saying that you are learning step by step to trust your own intuition and to trust your own gut and to not doubt yourself. Sometimes you may have intuitive thoughts and thinking, well, this is what's going to happen, or this is the decision I should make. But then you step in with, well, you know, just kind of your head gets in the way. So they are encouraging you. They're saying that this will continue to happen step by step. You're getting stronger in your ability to trust yourself, and that that's going to make a big difference now and definitely throughout the year. And let's see if I can get a card for G. Covington. It is open your heart. And that's a good idea to if love is involved, to be in a place where you're trusting your gut and trusting your intuition, especially if it involves another person. So, what did you get, Scott?
So I'm seeing a lot of on both of our readings today, a lot of self care is coming out. So, yeah, that could be for the collective as well. But I think, especially for you, G. Covington, I got a lot of self care. Um, First of all, make sure you're taking care of yourself and resting, getting the rest and the sleep that you need. You got the Four of Swords as well. So, just taking care of yourself. And then for your advice card, you got the Eight of Swords. So, just throughout the year, make sure that you are knowing that what was the sign? No fear. Remember that was on the back of all the vehicles there for a while.
Yeah.
This is no fear. Okay, so just break free of anything that tries to trap you down like that, and I think your year is going to go really, really well. And then you got the Four of Pentacles. It says Four of Laurels there. The same thing, and just keep in mind that you have the power to um, get what you want and what you need out of life. You can just manifest that. Okay, so that's what I got you for you there. And or draw your spirit of the animal card, and this one here is the tiger, and you got fire. And so I'll show the two tigers there to you. And it says, I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold. I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. Okay, so just having that strength from within, like the tiger, the lion, that strength card, I think is important for you. Kindness and gentleness to yourself. Again, I'm seeing a lot of self love that needs to occur this year. So maybe make this a year of that, of just taking care of yourself and doing what you need to do to be on that right spiritual path that you could very well be on. I think you are, but this is just to nurture yourself. So that's what I got there.
And she said self care is so true. You two are on point. Oh, good. I'm glad that that resonated with you, G. Covington.
Thank you, G.
And then Love Spirit 888 said, spot on. Came home after 20 years. My tribe I realized is my family. Pursuing my spirituality, just took an Akashic Records class, sharing resources with my family. Cool. Very good. Thank you. Oh, and it's funny. I was just talking about how long awaited rain. I just heard thunder and it's starting to rain outside now. And it's been,
Oh wow.
I put down some new grass seed and then it's just been so dry. So I'm loving that it's raining.
Oh, there you go.
Long awaited. Okay. Let's see. That one we've done. Let's try Aldith Hector. A message from my mother, Burl, please, with lots of beautiful emojis. Ooh. Can't you just feel the difference in the vibration when it starts raining? It's feeling really wonderful here. Okay.
I like listening to rain at nighttime. Sometimes I'll listen to a meditation or something that has just rain and maybe a nice voice there to help put you to sleep.
That's beautiful. Okay. I'm going under. Here we go. Aldith Burl.
Aldith, I'm not sure how old you were when you lost your mother, but my condolences. I understand that very well. And the first card I got for you was the Six of Cups. And this is all about nostalgia and childhood. So this is making me think that she wants you to remember the good times that you had together and to look back on those with fondness and just remember that, it was her time and the time that she spent with you was very, very, very special. And then for your advice card, you got the judgment card. So this could be about fulfilling your life purpose. And then I got the Eight of Pentacles, and this is about working and that you've been doing a great job as far as taking care of yourself, taking care of your finances, those kind of things. And this could be a reward or recognition coming to you soon. But I think all in all, she just wants you to know, how special that you are to her. And let me see, I'm being drawn to this. I got the inner knowing goose card. It says, you are a brave traveler. Your soul knows the way. Be confident you will achieve your destination. Loyal friends are always with you. This includes your mother. Don't worry. You are blessed. Let yourself fly. She just wants to encourage you to keep going and to know and have that inner knowing that you're on the right path and you're doing the right thing and that she's right there beside you the whole time and helping you. So she has a beautiful energy, by the way, too. So yeah, that's what I got for you.
Well, I was going through my bird cards here because she picked the card for me. She said it was a canary. She showed me a canary. So I had to flip through and find it. And it said, step forward now and sing your song. There is power in finding your voice. So there's the canary. And that's, I didn't pull the card. She showed me a canary. But when I first tuned in, I saw a hand coming toward me with a ring on it, and the ring was in the shape of a flower. And then she brought to my attention her fingernails, which were all very manicured very nicely, but they weren't red and flashy. They were like either clear or pale or white or something like that. So it was like she was saying she was attention to detail and kind of finished very, very nicely, paid attention to her appearance, but wasn't, loud or flashy about it. Then she showed me the ring in the shape of the flower, a candy. Like when you get boxes of candies that have that brown, crinkly wrapper around them. It was like one of those wrappers, and it had like some white chocolate. It looked like white chocolate, or maybe it had other things in it. And I don't know if and I got the impression that this was maybe something that was a favorite of hers or something that she made. Um, I couldn't quite tell what it was, but it was like this special sweetness. The fingernails. Okay. And then she showed me her encircling you in her arms and saying, when you're a mother, love never ends. And then the physical arms I was seeing turned into like one of those pins you see that people sometimes give at Mother's Day. It's like a circle pin that's really a mother's arms, and then there's the child's head there. So she was showing me both of those things. And then, and then my solar plexus chakra lit up. And that third chakra is both our self-confidence and our kind of our ego, but it's also the place where our intuition resides. So I think she's saying, use your head, use your God-given talents and skills in your mind, but check in with your gut. Balance those two things. That she says you're a smart person and use your head, but balance it with don't let just your head take over completely. When you're making a decision, check in with your gut, and that's a way to kind of temper things. So I hope that was helpful. That was kind of a lovely one. I loved the pin that she was giving you or referencing.
Lovely message. Yeah.
Yeah,
Presence.
definitely. And we're going over by just a little bit. Let's see. Let's try one more. Well, here's kind of an interesting one. I just thought I would say hello, and this is Roxanne Richter. Thank you for stopping by. And now that I'm here, I'm wondering how to raise my vibration. Any suggestions for meditation? And what's my spirit guide's name if I have one? Well, there's lots of ways to raise your vibration. Some of the favorite ones are playing upbeat music, catching yourself when you're in a low vibration state and just saying stop and switching to something higher vibe. Watch your diet, both what you eat and what you take in. If you're watching horror movies or really, scary murder mystery, or not murder mysteries, those can be pretty clean, but gory stuff and everything, that might not be the best diet for someone who's looking to be on a higher vibe. Um, and just being in a community like this. Do you have any tips for raising your vibe, Scott?
Well, definitely for meditation, some of the things that have helped me is you can do sleep meditations. I do those just about every night. John Moyer is awesome. He has an awesome channel, and he does 8 hour sleep meditations. And I think because of the hypnosis, it's the same thing. It's not where you're being knocked out or anything like that. It's where you're actually doing the meditation with him, and you're just listening, and it'll help you sleep too. And I think to curb down the anxiety a little bit, because I feel like there's some anxious energy there, and I understand that because I get like that too. But John Moyer is fantastic. Jason Stevenson is another one as well that you could try listening to for meditation, and I think those would help. Yeah.
You know what? I turned off my phone. Um, nope, the name isn't coming to me. But there is an app. You know what? I'll put this in the comments afterwards when I look it up. There's an app that I use, Insight Timer, INSIGHT Timer, and it's a free app, and it has everything from classes and yoga and guided meditations to just music. And I love listening to music at a certain frequency. And there is some, I forget which frequency it is, but you can just kind of search it for, I don't know, whatever look up what miracle tone frequency is, or what the frequency is for the different chakras. And you can just search it and then listen to some of the songs that come up. And that's what I do for meditation. Lots of times, just to have in the background, because I'm kind of bullheaded, and so I have a hard time with guided meditations. I don't like people telling me what to do.
What's the name of that again? If you don't
Insight Timer, INSIGHT. It's a free app. It's just loaded with stuff. And like anything, you can buy the paid version and all of that. But there's a lot of free things there, and I just really enjoy it. Um, I'm not sure if I can come up with your spirit guide's name, but let's just see if your guides have a message for you. Okay, and this is Roxanne. Oh, Stephen. He said his name is Stephen, and it's with a V. Okay, Stephen, what message do you have for Roxanne? Okay, tell her she's on the right track. And then I saw you walking. I saw feet, uh, one foot in front of the other. Like, you bring the back foot up and you put it right in front of your toe. And then I see those. The reason you're walking that way is that you're on a tightrope. Excuse me, my mouth's not working today. So, Stephen, why is she on a tightrope? And he did say that you are feeling like you have to be very careful, like you're walking a tightrope. Okay, so that's the way she's feeling. So what are we going to do about this, Stephen? What can she do to feel better? Now he's given you this, like the long pole to help you balance. And he's saying, when you're in a difficult situation, it's like the circus performer on the high wire, on the tightrope. They have to ignore the surroundings and only focus on where they're going, and be very calm on the inside, and focus your eyes on one spot, and never let failure or falling or fear come into your mind. And that will open you up so that you can breathe better and you can take longer steps, just a little bit longer. Not, you don't want to be running across here. It will give you the confidence and the balance to get to the other side. And then you can go, ta-da, I made it. And yeah, so Stephen is there, and he's acknowledging that you're walking a tightrope right now, but you have it in you to just make these little subtle changes. Straighten up your back, put your chin up, have the pole here to balance, breathe, and just by relaxing into it, even in this difficult situation, you're going to make it to the other side and to the celebration that comes after that. So hang in there. You're almost to the ta-da part. Well, I want to thank everyone who came today, and especially you, Scott. Your
well,
messages to people are just beautiful.
well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yes. And we wish everybody a great day. I hope if it's hot and dry, I hope this rain moves over toward you. And Roxanne said, thank you so much. Um, and yeah, we'll see you again maybe next month. And maybe I'll be a better host then, and I can
You're
and can
fantastic.
manage some
No
of the chat and
worries.
everything better by then. Thank you, everyone. Take care now.